Good morning, Whitehead Wildcats. Say buenos dias,
Buenos dias, Wildcats.
Wildcats. Today is Thursday, March 18th. It's Theater Thursday. This is the month we celebrate women in history. And I wanted to bring to our attention Sonia Sotomayor. Now, the girls and I were just talking. Sonia Sotomayor, you really didn't know her, did you? Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to read just a couple of pages. I am Sonia Sotomayor. In Spanish, that's Yo soy Sonia Sotomayor. I was born in New York City, and my family came from Puerto Rico. I learned to speak Spanish before I spoke English. Even when my mother or my abuelita, my grandmother, dressed me up, my clothes would get wrinkled, ribbons never stayed in my hair. One time, I got my head stuck in a bucket while I was trying to hear what my voice sounded like inside. There's the mother going, Sonia, what have you done now? And the little girl has a bucket over her head and she's going, hello in there. I also loved making up games, jousting like a knight with my little brother on my back. Charge! Crash! Sonia, what have you done now? Says the mother. Well, she had a really engaging family. They played games, they cooked together, they laughed together. Another thing she would love to do was read. When I was little, it says, I used to imagine myself as the hero of my favorite book series, Nancy Drew, Girl Detective. So we have Miss Sanchez here because I said, do we have Girl Detective books in our library? Go ahead and talk to us about it.
We have a lot of detective books in our library. And yes, we have Girl Detective too. So if you would like some when you come into the library, let me know and I can point you to them.
Okay, these two books are Judy Moody.
Yep.
And I'm thinking there's kids that are watching this morning meeting who have read Judy Moody books. If you haven't, you should give them a try. They're good.
Yes.
Not too hard to read.
And they're funny. Very funny.
Oh, okay. A funny girl detective. So, when she was little, it says, I used to imagine myself as the hero of my favorite book series, Nancy Drew, Girl Detective. She was a master at doing puzzles, and no matter what got in her way, she could figure things out. She lived in a big house, and she solved crimes with her dad. Since he was a lawyer, he would give her the best hints. And in the book it says, I couldn't wait to be a detective when I grew up. All right, so she had a dream, didn't she? She wanted to be a detective. When I was 9 years old, how old are you?
9.
Oh,
Me too.
when she was your you act like you're 9 sometimes. Okay, when I was 9 years old, the same age as you, I was diagnosed with diabetes, a disease that means your body keeps too much sugar in your blood. Something even harder happened that same year. My father died. It was like an earthquake in my life. My world started to change and felt scary. One of the ways I found comfort was doing what you're doing right now, reading. I loved books. And Miss Sanchez, whoo, this makes me think of you.
Yes.
Boy, does she love books. Now, she realized one day she was reading about diabetes. It said that people with diabetes like her could be a doctor, a lawyer, an engineer, even a teacher. But because of my disease, it says that she couldn't be a police officer, which meant she couldn't be a detective. She was crushed. Oh no, now she couldn't be like Nancy Drew. Well, guess what she decided to do? She watched a show called Perry Mason. Now, you're way too young to know about Perry Mason. You probably are too.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. Oh, I watched Perry Mason shows with my mom and dad who loved Perry Mason. But Perry Mason was a lawyer. And she decided she was going to go into law and she wanted to be a judge. What does a judge do?
Judges people who did something wrong.
He judges people. When you do something wrong, he decides what's going to happen to you, right? So she had to practice. She practiced in front of church. In high school, she joined forensics, which is public speaking.
I did that.
You did that.
I did that for
That's why
like
you're so good at public speaking.
for 4 years. I did that.
Woo!
It's super fun. PSA.
Think about it. All right. So, a counselor at school said she should go to a local college. Well, we have local colleges around here. But guess what? Her abuelita said, dream big. And guess where she went to college? Princeton University, which is one of the top universities in our whole nation. And guess what one reason was why she got there? She was valedictorian of her class. Do you know what valedictorian is? Do you think Miss Sanchez knows? What do you think?
Number 1 in her class.
Woo! Number 1, my dears. Could you be number 1 in your class? If
Yeah.
you wish it, if you work hard. Absolutely. So she went to college. Look at the picture of her college. Doesn't it look amazing?
It's so big.
Ooh, it looks so big. And the first week at college, it says, I couldn't sleep because she heard a cricket in her room. Because in New York City, they didn't have trees. They didn't have crickets. She didn't know what to do and couldn't sleep that first night. The library is where she spent all of her time, Miss Sanchez. She saw how much knowledge there was in the world. So she becomes a lawyer. She gets many different jobs. Ooh, but guess what? Then they're going to consider her for the Supreme Court of the United States. The highest honor, if you are a judge, is to be on the Supreme Court of the United States in Washington, D.C. And guess what? Do you think she made it?
Yeah.
Yep. 55 years old, on October 8th, 2009, she was sworn in as the first Hispanic, you can say woohoo, the first Hispanic and the third female justice to ever serve on the Supreme Court of the United States. So, these girls are from Miss Lerma Sue's class, and I asked them to come out and learn about Sonia Sotomayor with us. And so, the essence of this book, my dears, is that the world is yours to take. However you want to take it, whatever you want to do, whatever good you want to bring to the world, you can do it. Even with stickers on your face. And cute little kiss me headbands. All right. So, Sonia Sotomayor, we are so proud and happy to talk about females who make it to the top and Hispanics who make it to the top, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So, you guys want to eat lunch today?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, good. We
All right.
are going to feed you. So for lunch today, you are going to have a corn dog, mini or regular, still up in the air, or French toast with scrambled eggs, also with apple slices and baked fries. And then tomorrow for breakfast, you're going to have a berry apple crisp bar with Chef's Choice of fruit.
Oh, okay.
It's always Chef's Choice of
Yep.
fruit these days.
Do we have any
We
birthdays?
do. We have a couple birthdays. We have Elias Hernandez in 3rd grade.
Happy
birthday!
And Connor Wilkes in kindergarten.
Happy birthday!
And before we stand up for the pledge, remember that tomorrow is, what is it? Do you remember? What do we have to do?
Crazy sauce.
No, Thursday. Today is Crazy Sock Day. What's Friday? Wear a Packers jersey.
Oh, yay! I gotta find mine.
Only Packers
Oh.
are allowed.
No bears. Boo.
Boo!
Okay, are we ready?
We are.
Stand up and say the pledge. All right. Here we go.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I will be respectful.
I will be respectful.
I will be responsible.
I will be responsible.
I will be safe.
I will be safe.
I will be kind.
I will be kind. And I will do my best today for
This day will come no more.
Make it a great Thursday.
Bye, guys.